Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a mid-July money and career tarot reading. Do want to thank you so much for joining me. I love my Libras, but do want to remind you as always to go ahead and like the video. Do leave me a comment down below how it resonates for you, some emojis, whatever works for you, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. More importantly, when meditating on your energy overall for the reading, the message that came through was attention and financial progress. Attention and financial progress. Amazing. So let's shift everything on over so we can pull some cards, aiming for 6 from the Light Seers Tarot deck. As I shuffle, keep in mind general mid-month reading for the sign of Libra. Whatever placement works out for you, of course, I'll apply. And if you're here to hear about a Libra being a bit nosy, totally okay. Welcome to join. And because it's general, just as always, make sure to take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. But as I finish up the shuffling this way, I also want to remind you or inform you in general that I am taking requests at this time for personal readings. So all you have to do is head on down to the description box below where you will see the options, the pricing, and my email. Just reach out and I'll get that started for you. All right. So to begin for mid-July for our Libras, lovely Librans, money and career, mid-July. Thank you, Spirit. Do you find you're repeating yourself a lot? Thank you, Spirit. For our Libras, and then your mind just goes blank and it's like, okay, where did that thought go? It feels as if your guides are stopping your thought process for a reason, or you're just a little stressed for whatever reason. Okay. Bear with me. I think we have them all. Okay, we're not going to go with these two. And it might feel as if things at times are a bit heavy, and then other times they're just really light. And you also, on another note, might feel like things are kind of starting to fall into place, but not in the order you expect them to or the way you expect them to, but things are just kind of happening. Okay, very nice. We're beginning with the King of Cups in reverse. As I'm forced to slow it down, it feels like things are a bit hectic in your work environment, or things are just picking up in pace. And it's a good thing to a certain extent, but then you're just like, wow, this is overwhelming. At times feeling as if your job strips away that level of inner peace. Feeling as if a lot of people are now noticing you, paying attention to you, desiring Libra for this or that when it comes to work, gaining new forms of income, or just new forms of abundance all the meanwhile. But then it's like, this is a lot to handle, right? I need to kind of put this in the upright position and feel more peaceful about my situation. Well, how do I go about doing that? Needing to kind of, on one level, separate your work situation, your finances, from your other areas of your life. You know, kind of leaving work at work, and at times if you work from home, being very difficult. Are things kind of peaceful within my finances, my career, and then the next second they feel kind of all over the place. But then it's like everything is falling into place, kind of unraveling as it should. But like I said in the beginning, it doesn't feel like it's happening as naturally as it could or in the way that you would expect. I'm hearing, but it's working out, it's happening. Don't fret, Libra. Don't fret. We're moving on to the Four of Pentacles. You might find yourself while you're working thinking about the beach, about swimming, about somewhere tropical, or simply nice weather, just kind of desiring not to be at work, even if you do enjoy your job on whatever scale it lies for you. Moving forward, reminders will come through to be like, Libra, you're trying to control things too much, right? At times that's probably why things are falling into place in a kind of chaotic order, or not feeling as natural as they can or they should be. Feeling like you at times stress over your finances, and then it's like, take a step back, things are improving, right? And when you finally give yourself a chance to breathe, to sort through your thoughts, your emotions, and release that grip just slightly, or both grips, if you feel like you try to control things way too much, you'll find that new little forms of abundance come in, you know, windfall of money, It being spirit in the universe's way of saying, we told you, you're a Libra, it's going to happen for you. You know, things are starting to work out for you. Going back to the overall message, attention and financial progress. You making progress with your financial goals as well as your career goals. And all the meanwhile, people are noticing you because you're glowing on a different level, you're shining differently, and therefore you're attracting people, new people, situations, new forms of income if that's what you desire, and just forms of abundance in general. And just for some of you, as soon as you kind of keep doing what you need to, but release that grip of it, you attract the job that you desire. And spirits, once again, trying to communicate in small, interesting ways, synchronicities. I'm looking over at a random infinity symbol that I saw on my shaving blades the other day. The spirits communicating that the possibilities are endless for you at this time. So don't stress, right? And at times when certain offers or opportunities come through, I'm seeing her kind of churn her face, and you'll be like, I know it's not for me, right? At times feeling a bit moody because of the overstressing. And spirit saying, well, then let's just breathe, let's relax. Remember that certain environments that you're wrapped up in for your work, or your certain energies you're wrapped up with, might leave you kind of stalling with your thoughts or just a bit overwhelmed. And it's like, things are going to work out. Don't let them get the best of you or make you overstress. Okay? Knight of Swords. Finding that all the reminders coming through, all the synchronicities, just the little forms of abundance that you start to experience, the progress, the attention, leave you feeling motivated. I can do this. I can do this. And you absolutely can. Some of you finding that you are so ready to charge away from a work environment so quickly at the end of the day, or just in general. Like, I need to switch it up. And that's okay. Then do what you need to do. But all the meanwhile, it feels like you can't fully leave just yet for one reason or another. Or for some of you, it's you trying to make a big move in your life, and it's costly, and you just have to save a bit of money, and you can't move. Maybe it's residents, I keep saying move, but you can't sort of make that money move just yet, and it's frustrating. But you're so ready to run, so ready to charge away from whatever it is, it being a not so ideal situation. Either way, the motivation comes over you in kind of a feisty way, where you might find yourself stuttering a little bit by accident, over ranting, and I was going to say oversharing, but I don't feel that's the case. I feel as if in the midst of it all, kind of feeling like your world's a bit of a whirlwind, especially your work and your career as things pick up, you find yourself being a bit more secretive, right? Planning the next few steps in a way that works for you, not for other people, and being like, you know what, we'll see where things work out, how they work out, and how they fall into place. But I really don't feel the need to involve everybody and their mother. Interesting wording. Feeling like some of you are planning to travel. Again, maybe it's somewhere tropical, but it could just be a road trip, feeling like you need to get away from all of that life has been stressing, making you stress over. Feeling like you need to get away from your work load, your financial stresses, but then all the meanwhile stressing over how much that's going to cost. Understandable. Seven of Swords. Interesting, we're just talking about secrecy. As you move forward, you're going to find that, again, you don't feel the need to share things with everybody. You don't feel the need to update them on your money moves, on your career thoughts and decisions. And it's like, yeah, because people have overcomplicated things before, and I also don't need your opinions flowing in so rapidly since they already do. Also feeling like not everybody in your work environment, for some of you Libras, is working to your advantage or has your back, right? Feeling as if there's some snakes in the midst. And so you kind of got to keep things a bit secretive and just work in quiet. All the meanwhile, it feels like the spotlight's on you. For some of you, it's a good thing. Trying to get your voice out there, trying to do what you want to do, you know, become bigger than you are now in one way, shape, or form. But then, like, trying to maintain a level of secrecy in your private life. Does that make sense? Or trying to kind of balance out the attention that you're receiving and the secrecy you desire. It being a little bit confusing for certain people, but it's like, I'm a complicated individual. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. And being aligned with the King of Cups in reverse, it feels like all of which just kind of leaves you a little bit on edge at times. But then it's like, I just got to implement more self-care, more different ways in my routines to kind of ease things out for myself and just adjust my perspective if need be. Again, feeling like certain energies are just way too much. whether it's in your work environment or outside of which. 7 of Pentacles. As you move forward, you're going to find yourself just continuing to water that project, that business, that hobby, that job, your goals, feeling as if it comes easily to you to put in the effort, feeling like you're producing a lot more than you used to, right? And feeling like all the meanwhile, things kind of calm down a little bit. And it's like, okay, this is good. But then it's like more attention comes in, more abundance flows in, just when you need it the most, right? Just to remind you in that moment, or simply when you desire it the most, or when you feel like things are kind of slowing down a bit. Being aligned with the 4 of Pentacles, when you find yourself kind of putting forth all that necessary effort, if you will, watering whatever it is for you, don't allow yourself to re-tighten that grip, all right? Don't allow yourself to stress over your finances on the meanwhile. Finding that for some of you, or for a lot of you Libras, when you want it more, when you desire it more, when you try to control it more, or you foresee a certain outcome, a certain level of attention, or a certain, I want to say numbers, it all kind of just falls flat, right? But when you kind of put the emotions out of it, or you release your sort of overly pressured way of, or controlled way of doing things, it all kind of happens and unravels naturally. Interesting how that works, right? Feeling as if the added pressure and overwhelming feeling that you put into everything that you're trying to produce doesn't help. And it's a huge lesson for a lot of you as you move forward and you start to see things fall into place naturally as you continue to find yourself like tighten your grip and then like, oh, no, okay. Whether the universe and spirit has to remind you or not. Feeling once again a little bit more at ease about things when it comes to your money and career. Moving on to the last and final card, we have the 9 of Cups. You will move forward and find yourself just kind of brightening up, jumping for joy, feeling the need to jump out of bed in the morning, to go to work, to accomplish what you need to get your business off the ground, putting in the necessary effort once again, but in a more excited way, feeling like you're not overwhelming things, not over controlling things, learning from your past mistakes and decisions, but just kind of excited and giddy to do what you got to do. For some of you, having this whole switch up in your career, changing things for you dramatically in a positive way, or you simply seeing a whole new bright side of things as you get the necessary attention, like I was saying, when the progress within your finances and your career just start to explode and continue to unravel. And you're like, well, damn, this is all starting to work out for me. This is what I've been looking for. It feeling like you're, again, golden, right? You don't have it all figured out just yet, and you're still working this and that out, but you just have this intuitive feeling that you're meant for success in one way, shape, or form. Feeling like aligned with the Knight of Swords, a lot of you are so damn close to getting away from that not so ideal situation, or it just switched up and it left you feeling ultra motivated, or you simply feel once again as if you are jumping out of bed and jumping into bed at night, ready to achieve what is to be achieved in the next day. Feeling like there is nothing or nobody that can stop you because you're a Libra, as you continue to get attention and progress in your financial situation and your career. All right, Libra. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, don't forget to shoot me an email about booking a personal reading. Wishing you nothing but the best at this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libra.